How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pikmin. In our last episode, we had finally tracked the Forest of Hope and tried to seek many parts as we could, and unfortunately we weren't successful in grabbing any, but we were introduced to the Yellow Pikmin, who will be able to help us in gathering more and being able to open up a lot more areas this time around. So on day 3, the goal is to grab as many as we can, and like I said, I try to want to at least get half of them, so that way we can at least successfully grab more, and then that way we can be able to be led on to the next area. But taking steps at a time, we gotta go and grab the parts that we need. So it begins a new day of exploring. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab definitely all of our reds and then a lot more of our yellows. Just a little bit more. We don't need too many more. And one thing that is useful... Oh, okay. No. Let me go ahead. And one thing that is useful that I haven't mentioned yet is when I go up to these plants right over here, because this is certainly going to help. If there's any in here, actually, I would like it to be a little bit quicker than this. There we go. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. So yes, what this nectar does to them is, of course, turn them into flowered Pikmin. And flowered Pikmin are very advantageous in many ways. They are not only faster, they are also slightly more powerful. So that is certainly going to be very helpful for us. Let me go ahead and start doing some of the things I want to do first, and that is grab more of these bomb rocks over here. Alright, yeah, that's fine. I'll let y'all do that. Doesn't matter. Alright. That's fine. And let me go ahead and actually unpluck these guys, because I want to go ahead and I want to not waste too much more time, because I do want to at least get some more parts. So let me go ahead over here. Actually, I'll let y'all carry that, because I'll let y'all do that. I'll grab that in a second. That is actually the radar that we need, but first things first, before I do that, alright, let me go ahead over here, because I don't want to wake him up. No, be smart, be smart. Okay. Need you guys. And why are y'all scattered like that? Alright. So I have enough, so let's go ahead and do the bum rush. There we go. Alright, no. You guys stand over here, and you guys, I need you over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the 3 that I need to blow down this wall right here, which will go give them more access. Alright, I messed that up badly. And one more. There we go. Alright, and then just for now, since this is gonna be the more important one, I'm gonna use... Oh, that would have been so bad if there was Pikmin there. Oh my god. Okay. So good thing that didn't happen. So let me go ahead and go over here, because I still, as we see, there is a part over there that we need. But I need to get rid of this baby boy right over here. Alright, good. Alright, so the hard part is going to be trying to get past this guy without waking him up. Let me go ahead. Alright, attack this thing. Alright, and now we bum rush this one. Perfect. Alright, and then we are now introduced to this one part, being, I found the Nova Blaster. This emits a dazzling burst of light capable of destroying almost anything. I'm not exactly sure about this, but the promotional brochure claims that its blast can travel in the currents of space-time. Space-time. Smashing through stars and into rifts of space. So if you had this, Why did you not destroy the asteroid that I was getting right? Oh, okay. So we were introduced, while I was going to go ahead and explain my spiel, we were introduced to the, I believe it's called the iridescent flint beetle. Of course, when you throw Pikmin on it, it does drop pellets, but really it's not an important enemy or character, so it's gonna let it do its thing, and then it'll pretty much go back underground since it's not really useful to us. Yeah. And once it does that, it's not gonna come back up. It's pretty much gone. So let me go ahead. Yeah, good thing we got everything out of the way there, because that would have been pretty annoying. And while that's being taken care of, we're going to be soon getting that first part, so let me go ahead and... Actually, let me go back around. I'm going to want to do that instead. Nova Blaster. This is a weapon of such incredible destructive force that it can blast stars into tiny pieces. It has a strange allure. So now I have recovered 2 out of 30 parts. If I could just find 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright, perfect. I'm still a little bit teed off why he had that, but yet decided to not use it when he was, you know, on his way back home when the ship was totaled. That's like, why? You had a weapon capable of mass destruction, but you choose not to use it. What is this? Alright, so let me go ahead and start grabbing 2 more parts because I don't want to waste any more time. Actually grabbing 3 more. And that is to get rid of this guy because I don't want him in the way. Bomb rush again! Alright, taken care of pretty good. And let me go ahead and grab the one part that's up there that I need. That is this thing. Alright, just gotta make sure I throw 20 of them. Alright, a little more is fine. It's not a big deal. Whatever makes it faster, I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy right here. And while that's happening, I'm gonna throw some of the rest that I have up here because I do need to go up this route to get rid of that dwarf Bulborb, so I can grab that one part up there. I gotta do this effectively, so I essentially gotta get 4 more parts in roughly under close to 8 minutes because there's not that much time left. Because I believe in Pikmin, from the start towards the end is about 13 or 14 minutes. It's one of those, and we spent nearly half. So I'm just want to make sure I'm not wasting too much time. And this is the one part that we needed. The Whimsical Radar. This important part can detect the locations of other missing parts. The radar will be added to my monitor, which I can press Y to view, see zooms in and out. This will surely help me in my search for the remaining parts. I have now recovered 3 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 2 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Perfect, and we're going to be bringing 1 more. The Extraordinary Bolt. I mean, it's quite extraordinary. My god. The Extraordinary Bolt. This bolt holds the kind of value that only true connoisseurs can understand. Smart man. So now I have recovered 4 out of 30 parts, and if I could just find 1 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright, so we are nearly there, and of course if I press Y from the radar that I just captured, we can see an overview of the whole map. So of course on here, just to give you a quick preview, the red and yellow dots indicate the Pikmin of their respective colors, being red and yellow, and the stars signal the ship parts that are still missing and scattered around. Some of them will appear, of course, on the overworld when we walk upon them, but some of them will, and not all of them, but a very few will be under enemies. So that is one thing to just make sure that we keep in mind. But we just need to grab 1 more, so I'm just going to throw as many Pikmin as I can up here. Oh, no. Okay. Gotta make sure. Alright, so I really don't need all of them. I'm just let these guys... Okay, no, because I don't want... No. Okay, no. Okay, so as we're seeing right there, red Pikmin and, of course, yellow Pikmin as well, they cannot handle water. We do have a Pikmin for that we have not discovered yet. That'll be for later. But pretty much Pikmin other than the ones that we'll be seeing, which are the blue ones, cannot handle water whatsoever. So that's just one thing we just gotta make sure we're careful of. Okay, so I just can't. Okay, okay. Alright, there we go. I'm really bad at this. I spent too much time doing that, but that's okay. So I just gathered at least 60, which is really what I need, and to bum rush again. Alright, there we go. Ooh, got a little nervous. As long as we got rid of it, fine with me. And we are introduced to another part. It's the shock absorber. This apparatus counteracts the shaking and swaying that normally occurs during flight. It's smooth sailing with this piece. Usually. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab it, because that's what we're going to need to do. And for countermeasures, I'm going to go ahead and grab this Bulbor if I'm able to. And if not, that's fine. We don't need to. Oh, perfect. Just want to make sure I'm not leaving anyone here. Alright, perfect. So let me go ahead and gather the rest. Because as of right now, we're doing pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and grab the battery. And then we should have many parts. Just for time's sake, I'm just going to leave it right here for now. And then you can even hear the spring in it. That's pretty good. Actually, for now, I'm just going to leave it because I do want to bring this closer. A lot of these ship parts are big boys, heavy, like they require a lot of Pikmin, or you can use a lot of Pikmin to carry them. Jeez. Oof. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and let that go into its place. And in fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and let this, so I can grab these two ship parts, because we're getting a lot done today. This is actually a lot better than when we first came. And we see the battery pop up there. Perfect. The internal fuel dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. And then after this text, I have recovered 5 out of 30 parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search can now cover a wider area, and then we will now see with a small cinematic cutscene. And before I explain that, we gathered one more piece. So the shock absorber. This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experienced in typical spaceflight. So now that I've recovered 6 out of 30 parts, if I could just find 6 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. So we're going to be needing to gather 6 more so we can at least explore a bit more of the further area than we are limited to now. So as we saw with the ship slightly repairing itself into better shape, the more we are able to increase its capabilities, that's going to be what we're going to be able to explore more locations with. So that'll be something I'll explain at the end. But for right now, I just want to get a little bit more done since we still have a lot more daylight to burn. And I want to get rid of this gate right here. But I definitely do want to. Wait. Oh wait, no, never mind. Can't even do that because yeah, I should have remembered that. There's a water gate version blocking my way there. The only thing I really can do right now, other than harvest more Pikmin, is to try to get one more gate down in the meantime. I took the bomb rocks out from there, so I need to grab the ones that are over here because I still have one more to use. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab that one. Wait, okay, I was like, how did I grab that? I'm just gonna need one bomb rock. Okay, just one bomb rock. Alright. No. Alright, I'm just gonna... I'm taking way too long to do all this. Alright, so then we go ahead. Perfect. So at least now we have that down for the next time we come back, because I'm not going to be worrying about that now. That's not important for us at the moment. In terms of other parts, I did want to grab this one that we see here, but I need another type of Pikmin to really progress further into that. And the one that's up here, I don't have enough time to grab that one. Maybe if I was a speedrunner, I'd probably be able to grab that one, but I just don't have the ability to do so, so I'm going to leave that. And then that I can't access with water. I can only access that with water Pikmin conventionally, so... At least in the meantime, I'm going to knock down this bridge so that way we can at least have some of it ready for us. Because the more I have done, the better. And... Oh, I gained a Pikmin. I didn't even realize that. So I'm going to try to let them finish that bridge. And I'm going to go ahead and gather the Stray Wanderer because he just did not want to follow us. Oh, never mind. That was the... Okay, I'm just really bad at this game. One of my favorite games. I love this game, but of course, didn't realize that. Alright, come with me, and let's grab the rest of them over here. Because as you can see, the other part of the bridge, I'm still going to be needing blue Pikmin since I can't reach that yet. So I'm going to just hold off on that for now. I guess in the meantime, I'm going to harvest a bit more Pikmin because that'll be useful for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this 10 pellet right here. I'm going to go ahead and harvest now so that way I don't have to worry about it next time. So that way I'll have a high number of Pikmin and then not worry about having to grow more, since I don't want to waste too much on days just gathering more Pikmin. That's not what I want to do. Alright. And actually, in a moment, we will be seeing some text that'll say something. There we go, this is it. So I have made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds. Yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds just get stored in the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be in the field at once at any time in the area. So of course, that is what we're limited to, just 100 Pikmin. Anything more than that, any growing Pikmin just get stored in the onion. So as we see, the number still grows, but nothing comes out more in the field because, of course, we just can't have that many more Pikmin. Alright, so I'm starting to get close to the end of the night. I did get a decent amount done. I mean, honestly, we got a lot of parts. But let me go ahead and store some Pikmin since I don't need this many. Oh, and that's a lot of nectar. Alright, bet. Yeah, there we go. We're getting towards the end. Oh my god. The fact that these Pikmin can just trip is funny because that is what they're programmed to do, but it's just such an annoying thing because you just, see, look at that, it just wastes so much extra time. Okay, I think I'm getting too close. See, look at that. And they're flowers, they're supposed to not be tripping like that. Come on. Their AI is just too uncontrollable. There's really not much I can do left. Yeah, and I'm already down towards the end. So all in all, this was actually a really good day. I was able to get 5 of the parts that I didn't plan on. I planned on getting at least some of them on our first day here. Didn't work out. We did harvest some more Pikmin, and we unlocked a new area. So this is actually looking really good. I'm just gonna let the timer pretty much run itself since we did a lot that we can do here for one day. So that's pretty good. Just like Olimar walk around. Just watching the Pikmin disperse is just really nice to see. And they just look at Olimar as he's going back while they go up. That's pretty cool. That's really nice. And the ship is just slightly looking better. It's still messed up and very empty, but a lot better than what it was when we first got here. And yes, none left behind. You savages cannot eat anymore for tonight. So 3 days since impact. I now add yellow Pikmin to my list of discoveries. These creatures can wield bomb rocks, so perhaps I can use them to blast down rock walls and open up new regions. Red and yellow Pikmin, as well as bomb rock carriers, break into squads when dismissed with X, or when I grab one by holding A. Alright. So today I unfortunately lost 2 Now that I think about, how did I lose 2? I'm so cute. When did I lose 2? What? I can't for the life of me think when I lost 2. Okay, I sprouted 45, so I gained a lot more to my battalion, but I lost 2. I'm so confused. When did I... I'm gonna have to look back because I really don't. I mean, if you guys saw it before me, you guys paid more better attention than I do. But how did I lose 2? Okay, that's not important. That's just a mystery out there to accept. And none left behind. That's good. So we have a total of 88 red with 33 yellow. We have dropped down that parts remaining number quite dramatically good. It is now 24 needed compared to the 29 that we had yesterday. And of course 27 days remaining, so we're still looking good and on track. We have 6 parts out of the 30, so we are 1/5 of the way there. We're almost there. So that has been a good day 2. Well, day 3. And with the ship being able to find a new location, we are now able to explore the forest navel. So this is actually going to be the new area when we hit today on day 4. That is what we're going to be exploring. So unlike the Forest of Hope, the forest navel is going to be a slightly and more dramatically different location. There are actually 9 parts here to collect, so there's quite a lot here to explore and discover. So out of the 2 Pikmin we have, there's still 1 more to gather, and they are actually going to be found in this area. So we're going to be discovering 1 more Pikmin, and hopefully with that can help us discover a lot more parts on this day and the sequential days coming up when we have to revisit these other places, because we do have to go back to the Forest of Hope to grab our last 3. And there's still 1 more part when we first crash landed on this planet back at the impact site, but we'll go back to that later. That's not important for us right now. What's going to be critical for us on this day, day 4, is exploring the forest navel in hopes that we will gather our last Pikmin and gather more parts. But of course, we will find out all about that and a lot more next time. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Did hope you enjoyed our day 3. And just to recap, we gathered a lot of parts. Very productive this day. We gathered 5. We gathered more than half. That was what our plan was. And with that, we are able to now explore the forest navel, which is where we're going to be going back for next episode. So, of course, I'll leave it at that. So, guys, again, thank you so much for watching today's video. And next time, I will meet you guys back at the forest navel for when we do our first exploration over there. Grab our new Pikmin type, our last new Pikmin type to be added correctly. And hopefully we can get a lot more parts on that day 2 and do a better day 1 than we did back at the Forest of Hope. But we'll see what happens then. So until then, see you guys then. Take care.